In this video, we will be talking about several topics. The topics are unplanned change, planned change, creating a culture of change, and stress in the workplace. In the first scenario, we are talking about employee-led unplanned change. The employees want the dress code to change, so they confront Mr. Peters about the issue.
Alright, ready?
Get it.
Hi.
Hey guys, what's going on?
So, my two fellow employees and I would like to run something by you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Well, as you know, the company policy here is to wear white, and we don't think that's very appealing.
Sure.
We think it would be more appealing to our company if we wear more brighter colors. What do you guys think?
Well, sir, every day I somehow manage to spill something on myself. And, I want to wear something to cover that up. It's really embarrassing.
It's kind of a frivolous rule. You know what? I'll write an email up and we'll get this going first thing in the morning.
Thank you, Mr. Peters.
Thank you, Mr. Peters.
Thanks, Mr. Peters.
In this scene, we will discuss planned change, which is organizationally led, departments and management fusing. The CEO of the company came in to tell Mr. Peters that company policy is changing in a way where some departments will become more interdependent with the hopes that innovation will ensue. Mr. Peters is now tasked to help manufacturing, sales and research, and the development department and give them a heads up of their singular positions of power to become a team that instead mutually oversees all three departments.
Okay guys, I've called you all here today because policy is changing and with it so are your positions.
So what does that mean, sir? Are we downsizing?
No, nothing like that. The company feels it would be in its own best interest if we went for a more organic approach instead of the mechanistic one we have going right now. What I mean by this is instead of the three of you having your singular positions, we're going to fuse your departments together and create a management team. You'll all have the same responsibilities, but for all three departments as opposed to your own.
Sir, this is absolutely ludicrous. I've been with this company for 7 years as the head of sales. Why should I give up my position to be part of some rinky-dink team?
I agree with Ludacris. The system we have now works fine. Why is a change even needed?
Settle, people. Change is good. And I've scheduled a 4-day seminar for all three of you, fully paid, over the next 2 weekends to help you understand your new position and place in the business as a team, and the reasoning behind this departmental fusion.
If it's paid, I suppose there's no harm in seeing what it's all about. But I'm mostly curious, is this going to affect our pay?
Yes, I'm afraid it does, but in a good way. You will all receive overall salary increases for your overall increase in responsibility. So rest easy, and don't worry. This change will be for all parts of the company. Go to the seminars and see. If you still have any problems after everything is explained, please don't hesitate to contact me.
I know where you live.
Thanks, Mr. Peters.
Mr. Peters.
You aight.
After having the seminar, the newly formed department head calls a team meeting with the employees and explains to them how this change will affect them and how things overall will work between the departments in the future.
Hey guys, I'm sure you've got the memo about the changes around here. Basically, our three departments are going to be more intertwined now.
Sir, I don't mean to sound, well, stupid, but I'm not sure I really understand what you mean by intertwined.
I don't feel like answering any stupid questions, and I got stuff to do today. Basically, we're having this meeting to clear up any discrepancies you might have. Ultimately, nothing will be changing for your work as employees, position-wise. The major changes for your day-to-day work will be that you're now working much closely with fellow employees in other departments, and will report to this marginal team as a whole instead of a single department head.
So,
I think I understand now. Me from sales is gonna be working face to face with somebody from marketing.
Yes.
Wait, but what's the point of these changes here?
Well, as we've come to learn from our managerial team training, the idea here is that you will have more of a chance to help each department with your own expertise from others. So if there seems to be an error or disconnect, say, between research and development and maybe marketing, we hope that with your interdepartmental communication, you as employees will be able to give us feedback as a whole. That way we can better streamline how things run from day to day.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So, Jordan from sales, will you take a look at these numbers? Yes. Let's see where we're at. Maybe we can find something here to fix.
Employees have been using their newfound interdepartmental communication abilities well, but some have come to Mr. Peters and the managerial team with complaints of confusion and overall stress from the recent change. Mr. Peters has heard these cries for help and decides with the more open environment the company is trying to create, he'll set up a way for all employees to relieve stress. He decides to run the first of many bi-weekly work yoga sessions.
Hey guys. So I've heard your cries. I know we're all a little stressed from the changes. I know what I do to unwind, and I just kind of wanted to share it with you. Like to do a little yoga, and we're just gonna do this together. I'm gonna show you how it's done, and we're gonna learn. So this one I call downward facing employee.
Well, that was sort of weird but fun.
I know, I never knew Mr. Peters was so limber.
Yeah, to be honest, I actually feel pretty unwound. I think it made me realize how stressed we all really are.
Change is always hard, but these important changes have now helped the company to be more cohesive.
That's very true, Danielle, and at least Mr. Peters and corporate are trying to make this transition as stress-free as possible.
Okay, cool. Well, want to grab a bite, Kelsey?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thanks, Mr. Peters.
Thanks, Mr. Peters.
You're welcome.